by sleeping with these girls.
Yeah.
By the ritual, by sacrifice agabo.
Sure.
Your boyfriend, not the one about to safari. He's just paying himself with a malaga budget high.
Yeah.
I can go groovy every weekend or anything. Now you wanna compare him. Let those guys.
Yeah.
By Laura Witzer, by crack, I tell it, by crab, and lady priorities about 31. If I've got 5K to spend,
Sure.
Car a night. Your boyfriend utter 5K or emalasta loquid.
Yeah.
Ana yona ya go spend ang ka dlala ka chelete a ire.
Yeah. Welcome to the Tona podcast. Welcome to the Tona podcast with your boy Tulani Tona for Western Vatere 1306. Black man, number.
It's I'm cool.
Okay. Okay, guys, before we start the show, please like, share, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so that you can be informed every time we drop an episode. Guys, today we have the talented. Yeah, I don't know talent. The Timano Zenamara crowd. We have the dopest in terms of MCs. Mogasi, I'm not talking about rappers, I'm talking about MCs, masters of ceremony. This guy is a father of 3, right?
And counting.
Okay.
Not that.
Yeah. Still counting. And more. Get 3 plus.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Okay, 3. This guy is a radio presenter. This guy is an MC, and also he's the host of the Love Zone on the one and only Moretele community station. Guys, I'm talking about the most booked MC. Mogasi, Amaskral, Pitori, Birara, whatever you want to call it. Guys, I'm talking about the one and only BP.
How's it?
Welcome to the podcast.
Bona.
Hey, calorie beat.
Hey, yeah, boobies. I got to set up an appointment on this day, and man, that call, but the invoice, I need to rush to you.
Not
that you're not paying. Yeah, man.
I know, because we were supposed to shoot this 2 weeks back, né?
Yeah, 2 weeks back.
Yeah, but thanks for pulling up.
Yeah, but communication is important.
Yeah.
Communicate.
Communicate.
And again, black man, this guy, he strike me as those guys by Norbasandela Wanyana Chelete or Atle. He checked up on me this morning. Are you still coming? Like, okay.
Yeah, I'm like,
right. You wanna be sure?
Not like I'm like a media studies graduate. So I specialized in public relations.
Graduate.
So, like, what's gay? Like, especially when you do an event, you have to check out. Because and what's an how like
I get it.
So you have to confirm the guests. Or
make other plans.
So I always do that with every guest. I confirm.
I get it. I like how you communicate.
Yeah. So, Braga, let's start. Just give like our viewers like a brief intro of who you are.
Yo, that question, I always ask people questions, so it gets weird.
It's weird.
I get to be asked questions,
Yeah.
Now it's simple. My name is Petros Masango, depending which school you went to.
Yeah,
but the private bar is Petros.
Oh, it's Petros.
And then if we level the Petros. So yes, Petros Masango.
Yeah.
All the way from Moamaskrala, Diploma Ramote.
Okay.
So schools and everything. Around Tamaskral, everything direct to Maskrala.
Sure.
I'm anything and everything an umbrella entertainment.
Sure.
I'd like to believe or I'm there because I participate mola different things. So anything entertainment, just to sum it up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to know the kid, and I'm interested like in the kid because that's where in the kid. Yeah, Mwana. Now when people say Mwana.
Oh yeah.
Because that's where everything starts.
Yeah.
Influences and stuff.
Yeah.
So what kind of a kid was Petros? High school, let's base it like high school.
High school,
yeah.
High school, let me say, and I know a lot of people, they tend to not believe this up until Barbona, the soccer thing, to them or now, the old croc,
sure.
or the masters,
sure.
Yeah. So as a kid, obviously, school, soccer, soccer, and then it came to a point where I had to stop because growing up, before my Pakistan art,
sure,
yeah. Go tlatleng na ba betha di tuck shop, go different dispaza,
sure,
different places. So in high school, that's when I had my via Kotlatleng. So I would go to school and then bigger tuck shop, get baisa, go to school, come back, do certain a bigger tuck shop. You don't play with other kids. Then that's where the love for entertainment, watching more Wild Room. And I'm like, I was curious, man. What's I for way back, kids your age, they speak English, you're like, man. And then I hope a lot of my kids about English castore. So yeah, I don't know if I've answered your question.
You have actually like a striker similarity between you and me because I also grew up like in a tuck shop, tavern, so I know the feeling of being like now I was doing grade 4. I would go to school, come back. From 4 up until 8. That was like my lifestyle up until maybe grade 7. So I couldn't play with other kids. In a way, between the homework. So like, how was it like growing up in a family business? Because you have to. It's like about grooming in a way, and then came on and also this thing where it actually helps. From that background in terms of money, saving, and like more than other kids.
It makes sense now. At the time, it did not make sense. It was like you wanted to be out there, play with other kids. You wanted to that air,
explore,
explore. And then, but kana go ngokraile hore ma pack shop ala go how they just come and hang with you, and then but it's not enough. So now that's when it makes sense. Or oh man, that was a lesson or an education. Now you know how to manage your finances. Now you know how to it makes sense. Get 360. Now you can start your own though. Hana went and then explore more other avenues or other businesses, So it's
okay, in terms of now, because growing up, like I was known as December. December So in terms of girls, like in terms of
it was not even not really a cool thing and whatever, but you growing up you knew what you wanted. Not that proper. It was a matter of surviving. It was not I'd like to call it spaza than shop or shop.
It was spaza. There's a difference.
You get it, but it was not that thing. But with girls and everything from Koskela, you used to scoop the award cleanly. You used to be people, they want to associate themselves and then Koskela, you understand, I was Mashonisa to the other Banaba Skela, would lend them money and all that, and then the word would just go around or ever Dimano Pelator Hashahaj, Pelator Koiniana. So obviously sustained the thing as a kid growing up. So teenager. So it was not a challenge. Cool.
Okay. And then what did you like about your childhood? Like, because Nalo and we from two different eras.
Yeah.
How
yeah.
like I want to know what
Aras,
you
do
like.
you know how old I am? Anyway, that's it.
No, I can tell. Sometimes you
Yeah,
can tell.
yeah.
Sure. So like, what did you like about your childhood?
What I liked about my childhood, ke hore I can say I matured faster.
Okay.
Yeah. What I liked about my childhood, I'm not sure if I'm answering what you are asking me.
Yeah.
Ne?
No, I am.
But what I liked about my childhood at the time or now, as a grown man, looking back,
reflecting now.
now I can say lessons.
Yeah.
I've learned, tough love.
Yeah,
It
tough
was
love.
not a soft love.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot
Yeah.
that I can now look back and say, actually, I was grateful.
Yeah.
Yeah. O hopole hore hape now schema le people by hore how level you thought they are better than you. And then when you look back now, most of them you ask yourself what happened, where did they lose it?
Yeah.
And then you start to see, no man, the strict parents by Lord Navale thing, that was love.
That was
so
love,
yeah.
And nowadays, body abused.
You see,
Yes.
so yeah, and then go while malawa government our plaque under their roof.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So yeah.
Okay, in terms of hate, what did you hate about your childhood now as an old person? Because also people probably like childhood traumas.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
do you have
yeah.
any childhood traumas that you would like to share with us? And then also, what did you hate about your childhood?
Not that I'm aware of, because when it comes to traumas,
Yeah.
they trigger ka nako e nngwe e le hore life e ntse ya di ka trigger around almost 40, 50 going there. But hate is such a strong word.
It's like,
I hate. Dislike it was that where I did not have freedom to do what I wanted, like other kids.
Yeah.
Can you believe I started going to taverns or pubs when I gig?
wow.
Can you believe I started to drink alcohol? I don't have 2 years drinking alcohol.
Wow.
So I would vibe, and then who fikile lemthwela ya hore you are not even free to drink alcohol, even if you pass 25 years, close to 30. You're not even free to drink because on all that fear of drinking batsari. Can you believe kana go tsawa body fountains? I wanted to. You had money to go, but you couldn't go due to that fear. So that is one of the things I'd say I'd hate. I missed out on
Yes.
I missed out on that.
Yeah.
I don't know how is it like coming back home, Bushiu, First time when I went out Bushiu, it was when I started doing a night show when I was 19.
Wow, that's crazy.
And then that's work. And then when I was 20, that's when I started maybe MCing now, because I started working on radio when I was 19. I have 15 years radio experience.
Wow.
So that's when Oya night shift, and you still have to check as permission for you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. And then when you go to the events, when you start getting bookings, obviously ke go kae, ke go bealeng, ke go diphapo, ke go diklapong, ke go difestivaleng. So it was one of those things that I'd say I hate, because I missed out on that opportunity. And then something Saudi knows like Tibare. What happened?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about like now I know you got radio.
Yes, sir.
So when did you start like working go Omrotele? And then before starting, like when are the audition, right?
Yeah.
So tell us about your journey about Omrotele radio station.
Okay, right. I've worked at, I don't want to really mention which station I work for, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
2000 and I started go MCR 2009.
Wow.
And then I moved 2006. I moved, and then I went to Nelspruit.
Okay.
6, 7. And then I would hear different radio stations, right? Remember, before radio, before we can get into how I got into radio, I wanted to be a Kwaito artist. Kwaito artist, growing up listening to Abo Zolam, growing up listening to Abo Kabelo, Bugalav.
Yeah, Bugatushus.
Yes,
Yeah,
way back, going to the Ren Easter show, Obabona perform. Blowing up, Yam Zeke Zeke, at that time, that's when I started to record. One of the things, Anzohola Okonobona Hore, Bomsambia, Bomsao, like I said, Hore, Gatakenyaka, this thing, yeah, child star. Way back, right? From watching Bo Saifo, Bomek G, television, same age group, you're like, flip, man, I want to be like these kids. You know,
TV.
Because you are boxed go, you are own Spazayana, and then you watching them, you can't play with other kids, right? So now, I used to write Kwaito music. Right? Writing Kwaito music, Kesapmita, the jingles, not demos, jingles, Kodi radio. You know, I would submit the demos, Kodi radio, jingles, man, promos. I listen to your show, and then it's so Tona, whatever, 3 to 6, I would like record the promo.
You do the link.
Jingles promo, you're listening to Shoya, Tona, yara. Yes. So, I would submit them, go different stations. When I came back, I did not listen to MCR. I was one of those, but I'm not a target market. Then I met someone, I don't know if I'm allowed to mention his name. He's well known. At the time, I went to Tembisa. There was Voice of Tembisa at the time. So, and then I'm interested in this thing because I'd come up with ideas. I would chill the radio presenters like, how about with so like, oh yeah, it can work, ne? Everybody and then someone said, hey man, let me go like the coast vibes. And then I came back now officially 2008 back to Hammanskraal. And then I started to visit MCR Kaba Romella di Jingles, the promo di and then I was a co-host, but not officially, right? I was a co-host for Off Flipman. I worked with a lot of people, right? So I was a co-host more a particular show, and then I gave a co-host Opolo, not official co-host, right? I gave a co-host. Kari 1 April, they changing shows. The calendar each and every radio. So I think it was around Easter. And then Latino approached me. He's now a station manager. It's like, hey man, I heard you go show Nyam Mogete. I'm trying to think who was that at the time, right? Or Flip. And if Hore or level over like, man, you don't give me shout out and I gave you a platform. Then from there he was like, no, do entertainment news for me. Right? I would do entertainment news. Then now I'll show you maths. No, because you're committed, dedicated and all that, you do show your maths. And then they gave me show you hip hop 3 to 6. Flip. I did not like hip hop that much. I'm a Kwaito guy. Kwaito guy. Like once I've got songs that I'm pushing to Kwaito. So that time is 2009, build up to 2010.
Welcome.
Right, welcome. Sharpo, I'm doing a hip hop show. I need to now go back, get the research. Research or what is it all about? At least when they give you a radio show in a layout, a guideline. The show is about this and that, right? You do this and that, but cast styles are how you add your flavor and your personality. So from there started working. Then I went to MC go some event. I think it was in Centurion. Then it linked me to the Fun Fest events. Fun Fest, you know what's that?
Fun Fest, I've heard
2010, you know, people go to stadium. We're hosting World Cup, and then Lemokasi, Baeta in the stadium, you watch that soccer,
More screening.
big
They
screen.
should do it more Kemba Stadium.
I was an MC there,
Oh,
if you
okay.
remember
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
you were a kid. You don't
Yeah, I was
remember.
at 2010, I was doing grade 7. Sure.
So yeah,
Sure.
so I started to MC Gori Fan Fest.
Yeah.
I started to MC on big stages.
Man, that's crazy.
And then people start go small stages.
Yes.
I started to MC go big stages. Fan Festa, Centurion, Cricket Club, Fan Festa, Tembam,
Yeah.
Fan Festa, Makapan Start
Sure.
Cup. And then from there, that's when we started to, from this event to that event.
Yeah.
Just like I came go your podcast.
Sure.
You see me go here.
Oh, that was one.
Yeah.
Sure. That was one. Okay. What do you like about radio? Because, and also you were not a fan, yeah, the current one, right?
Yeah.
Or say, you like maybe like I'm sure no level it's like commercial radio.
Not necessarily.
No.
Now all I wanted with radio thing, that's why I stopped music and I
Yeah.
said let me focus more on, because I'm one person. Wait all my commitment.
Sure.
I focus more what Kevin committed more so.
Yeah.
So when I started, I did not have interest monitoring it.
Oh.
Then I gave it a try.
Yeah.
They approached me, right? Given a show,
Yeah.
I worked on it,
Yeah.
I grew on it, and then Heinz Hola. Yeah, about issue okay, let me now focus more on. So by saying I did not like it,
Yeah.
and I learned I felt like I'm not. I used to listen to English stations.
Oh, okay.
Not vernacular stations.
That's
You know what I
right,
mean?
that's
You are YFM at a time. You are Capzelas. You are way back,
Sure,
back.
all
Yeah.
that and stuff,
Yes,
yeah.
and then that's when Tommy Leon not. Oh, okay, cool. Come to what was your question? Yeah, I talked too much.
No, like many debates, but like we were talking about when I like at the time you didn't prefer or like.
Oh yeah,
like-
people that were
Yeah.
there at the
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
and then I listened to the stations like no one relatable to program
right.
high.
That's right.
Then someone advised me that was well known. Or no, just go back to your guys. Everyone want to come to Joburg.
Yeah.
Joburg is full already.
And it's a fun fact because a lot of them Batum Lewood community radio stations.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
they graduated. They went to campus radio station to commercial.
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah, so Baba Nchivele banyago tabla Baba audition. Baba-
Yeah.
Usually it doesn't work like that.
So the trick then
Yeah.
was go to a community.
Yeah.
Do your role there,
Yeah.
and then tsedu kra litlo kra o aikilelebe.
Yeah. That's
You know, tsedu kra litlo kra o ntse o le busy. You don't come as a new like litlo kra o buildele brand how o le busy. One time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to know, like, when as a presenter, okay, let's start, Kai. What makes a good radio presenter?
That's a tricky question.
Yeah.
People have to tell. I can't say I'm a good radio broadcaster.
When you listen, I get like you once that kid was listening to like radio,
Yes,
YFM and
yes,
stuff. So
yes.
You like this a particular host or presenter.
Yes,
for a reason.
that's correct.
What are those reasons?
All right, no, I get you.
Yeah.
So obviously, programs they are different, right?
Sure.
And then obviously, mood, learn what different, right? So if I say if you are entertaining,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I can't live on entertainment. I can't get at entertainment. Fella. I need to get. Okay, let me just put it this way.
Yeah.
What makes a great broadcaster fun?
Sure.
If you give me information, entertainment,
Yeah.
then I'm sorted.
You sorted.
So edutainment, infotainment,
Yeah.
and entertainment,
Yeah.
then I'm sorted. If there's a balance.
Okay.
And then you can see this person is not trying too hard.
Yeah.
This person is relatable, is fun, this person is informative.
Yeah.
Then it's a great
Yeah, that's why.
yeah, because now it we set up back to there's a good presenter,
Yeah.
there's a great presenter,
Yeah.
there's a a legend now. Yeah.
You know, totally this thing, usually like the sports, like Robert Marau, sports presenters.
Yes.
A lot of people prefer Robert Marau over Thomas.
Yes.
I think
now give Andy.
Yeah, no give Andy. The ones who are bad. Motor Leading Foundation, especially for one, like Robert Marau. One so but I like the way he's so creative. One so because now a problem that I have with radio presenters, they all like they all sound the same.
Yes.
You know, tonally MC.
Yes.
After Bonang, they all like sounded the same.
Yes.
One. So I want to know this also. Like, I can hear how you have a radio voice. One.
Is it?
Yeah. Or black man. He has a radio voice. How did you develop like a radio voice?
I think hence they said Hingakobati radio personality.
Yeah. Sure.
Mele, you come with your own flavor personality.
Yeah.
You can't fake me.
Yeah.
You said something like on camera radio broadcasters by a far.
Yeah.
I want to ask you something. Have you listened to my shows?
Yeah, I have.
Who do I sound like? No one. I feel like so that's a thing.
It's different between your house.
You get what I mean?
I can tell like you are in tune with yourself.
So it's a bit tricky to answer that.
Yeah.
Cause and you just do your thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit tricky.
Okay.
So yeah.
I want to know like in terms of because I'm sure this one.
No, feel free. Ask normally.
Yeah, because like you used to listen to YFM and all of them. So I'm sure you have like you want to work for a commercial radio in future.
Okay.
I don't know more. Do you want to work for any commercial radio?
Of course.
And which one?
Yeah, of course. And a lot of people that ask me this question.
Sure.
Why is I've never applied for any ever since.
Why?
A reason I've got other things that I'm doing again. Commitments and whatever. Hence today I opted for a night one so that I can be able to handle my other things that I'm doing. Obviously, it's out of passion, but you wanna grow as a person and go to other stations, right?
Sure.
So yeah, I've got, and then Gary now, but there was a time when you were a youth, right?
Yeah.
You're like, I'd like to go to a youth station.
Yeah.
Hands where you start listening to talk stations, right? You're like, I'd like to go to a talk station.
Yeah.
So right now I don't have a specific station that I want to go to.
Yeah.
I want to work more that one, but yeah. And whenever I feel like now I'm ready, I can start going there. But I have this thing here, they'll find me just like how they found me. Because through your audition stages, through your submitting your Tony stages.
Yeah. Okay, can you please give me like your top 5 radio presenters of all time?
Okay, cool. I'm gonna tell you. Do I have to tell you why, or I just named?
No, you can
mention names.
Tell me why.
Okay, let me tell you people that I looked up to or growing up listening to. Not really growing up listening to, because I was already
Sure.
right?
Sure.
So people about Sana Level Kapzela, the late.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yes, I used to listen to him.
Okay.
Now, when you come to this culture, le structure,
Sure.
he did not have what it takes. He broke a lot of laws already.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Ke ele hore yo ile hore o wine batho ba kasi ba ile hore ba feel hore I straight. He did not sound
they sound like robots. Like I'm like, guys,
you see. And then that's when I started to like people about Sana Lebo Sbu, because now you'd never even think or Bakaba platform to Abafe that platform.
Yeah.
Now when it comes to professional, I'm not saying they're not professional, like I mentioned. Yeah, they like to Sana Lebo fresh.
Yeah, legend.
I'd say he's I really said something, so you don't say here.
Sure. There's an 18 side.
So I like his presenting style. He easy to listen to. And then the lifestyle on a level David Mashabela. He make radio easy.
I actually enjoy like the podcast there. It's actually nice.
Yeah, it's too low.
No, but it's nice. Like he's not, and also he does it different.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's different.
Yeah.
I
think Mams or something.
Yeah, Mams.
Yeah. And then the lifestyle on a level. You said top 5, or I can just randomly throw names.
I think maybe I'll take it 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I will already.
I can go one way quickly.
Yeah,
Sure.
and then the ish kebaba inti man. But what on a level? Kebaba inti.
Should I throw out names maybe?
Please.
Okay,
Please. Unati, she. Okay, she's okay.
She's okay.
Not a fan, but there are a lot of things tell her ke di ratile ka ena, but she's okay. Missing her show, not a big deal, but hona le ba le ba re isha ka utlwalla show ya Mokete, and it's like, oh yeah, but mostly ke di mail ba le hore nkare ya ke tlhakentse ke Flip and Fat Joe. Fat Joe, the late, who's this guy? He's late now. He was nanalo controversy, but on air, he was good.
M something.
Chili M. Chili M.
Yeah.
So those are people that are my kids. But back Venek, I would listen to Linda Sevilla, Ukozi FM. I would listen to, because I'm multilingual, I would listen to DJ Brian, Nganalone FM, and I would listen to the Lifestyle Tona Lebo. I still love this guy. I met him once, but our conversation, I've got this problem. I don't want to talk about the radio presenter. I don't want to talk about So I met Mbuzana Nyati Ikokoizi FM.
Mbuzana. And now Masamu.
So Mbuzana, I met him go this other event, local thing, and then it was just vibes way back. Obviously meet different people. And then I started listening to his show. But this guy works for Ikokoiz FM. At the time, I think I was doing 12 to 3 during the day. So I would enjoy him that time. His show, by saying enjoy him.
Pause, no deep.
No deep.
Because nowadays,
So, and then Baba Mbail Horbate now. Starting to like this chick, man. Flip. Lena, she started like way back during Faith Mangope.
She used to work with Sunrise, I think.
She's doing. I know her from I think why. She's doing. I don't know how to put it, but for a lack of a better phrasing or word, matured radio. Matured radio. Honale radio mo lohore. You just make noise. And then honale elahore. Now you are dealing with the issue. Burning issues.
Like you already Kabi, your 702 like type of presenter. Like talk.
But look what they said in the talk shows, just mediocre. Not fair, but there's nothing in kitchen. Like Black Man when I got here, we were talking about this other podcast. I die fit because I want to tell you, you keep up,
Okay. I want to know, like, for someone who wants to like join a radio station, a young person, what is like your advice to them? Because because like I said,
you get that a lot.
You know that like you're a figure guys, right?
Hey man, I was not aware till when you meet people. When you meet people, they're like oh okay, and then you get little messages. And then you get to your okay. I remember I was to this place, man. They're vibing, drinking, and then having my fun. But you can't do that here. Like people ba level not people sure. But I know her there's a certain so
yeah. So what is your advice to them?
My advice okay, my advice is just be you.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Yeah.
Be you. It's okay to be inspired. It's okay to look up to other broadcasters.
Yeah.
But how to come with something say or a certain, just be yourself.
Yeah.
And then be
Sure.
You hear what happened, Gabo Penny. As someone asked me a question, but like with the stations, are you guys getting paid? Are you guys? And then I told someone, or each and every weekend, I make sure radio yam berekela for you.
Yeah.
Take it outside, and then I make more money than the actual gas spanning one, and then what's our month end to ML whatever that you agreed on, but you make it work for you. It's just because you're only there for what, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, you out. And then what do you do? 24 hours. You need to do other things. Then you know okay, sharp. Now I'm doing this, now I'm doing that, I'm pushing this, I'm putting, you get what I mean? So going back to the advice issue, just do your research. People but not differently. Body radio. Some studied, some it's a pure talent. Some issue fella they're passionate. So just do.
Okay.
Love it. Let it come from the heart. Then there are a lot of people obviously everywhere now the what we call it politics
Okay. What's your take on as someone and also most influencers are becoming radio presenters?
Yes.
One.
Yes.
And then they are not there on merit. They are there in terms of the numbers because there's a lot of followers. So what's your take on that, whereby the radio stations they hear about based on their followers, not in terms of their skills or what they bring to the table?
All I can say they don't last. By exposure. Komatomong Shapo, there's this big hoo-ha. The very same people that are following them, they end up saying, this person is not cut out for this. And then because it will get tiring because you're not passionate. So now let me tell you something about passion and money. When you do something for Chelet, we all want money, yes?
We do.
Right?
Sure.
But it gets tiring. And then you will just burn out because you are not passionate. But someone will say, look at passion. That money, it will come. It will take time. Consistency, longevity, or no, but this person is really passionate. Now, bubblegum broadcasters, bubblegum from your influencers. Get your piece. Klafuna efela tuina what they want next influencer. You check the lifestyle Tana level, it's pure talent, it's passion. They've been there. Consistency. Today you label them as legend. Give me 3 legends, study broadcasters. Give me 3 legends. Give me 3 broadcasters, study influencers. Okay, let's not go there. It is a negativity. But I want from you. Okay, give me one. I'll throw names. The likes Tabo, Wilson Binkosi. Legend. It's been there. Influence or not. Influence like
before social media.
You know what? That's passion. He delivered, right? I'd like to say Glenn Lewis.
Uncle Dan has been there.
You get what I mean?
He's been there.
But say never the show their chance you love it as a programs manager or SA, you're like, I gotta keep him.
You have to.
He's good.
He's been.
You know what I mean? So that's an example. I guess among who wants to influence. But they came, but they got the back by and then but hona le ntho ela ya hore le bona the stations, if you check, there's this particular station, they work with brands only.
Okay.
Brands only. Yes,
yeah,
they work. You gotta come from a certain radio station to, and then how they don't really last, but after contract okay,
sure.
Then if they can't provide that money, or if you want more now, but you're not bringing in numbers,
sure.
30 listeners, you lose into it, they get rid of you or they let you go because you don't match up to that into yes.
Sure. Okay, let's talk about, as we see a lot of podcasts are emerging.
Yeah.
Do you think like radio is still relevant?
Very relevant.
Yeah.
Very relevant. Radio is free.
Yeah.
People, for now, it's okay to it's okay, bruh, to explore. People are exploring. Data, free Wi-Fi and everything. These two things I often see people try to compare you.
Sure.
And then I feel to understand, but you can't compare podcast and but people are comparing it because
Sure.
it's okay. But radio, you can always go back to it. I don't listen to radio, I subscribe to the podcast and everything.
Yeah.
It's part of growth and exploring. It's new to us, more SA, right? So you can't compare, but radio it won't die.
It won't die.
It won't die.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also come people like free podcasts like data, and we know South Africa data is expensive.
Expensive.
And also the 20 Wi-Fi, at least it was better than 20 Wi-Fi where you connect more school Wi-Fi.
But when you get there, you can download an episode, fine, and then watch it at a later stage, fine. But people, when they get there, people with the gadgets or rather the smartphones, they don't use them for dilo tse le hore motho a fitla bona go phetha mabaka hae a o checka mjola hae dilo tsa hae and so all these things so cry le hore have motsong.
Okay, let's talk about like payola.
Yes.
What's your take on payola? Have you ever like experienced like or had a moment where someone offered you a brother kopelo ntlale this song?
Yes.
So salwa wa experience.
Not that I was aware or it's payola at the time, but there's no pressure, right? Especially with community stations. I compile for my own show, right? I produce my own show. So with other stations, there's a producer, music compile. You don't really have powers. So payola hands with an institution that I work for, I can't talk about it. But go bigger stations, you don't need to pay people to play the community station. It's there to uplift your guys. So they will always play it with or without the payola things, right? But now go bigger stations, because if it's an there's the royalties, promo, people will know more about it and all that. So united, people patela. We've seen people confront you or event thing. Dude, I gave you money, you did not play my song. You know what I mean? And I even asked this question for this other workshop, music workshop. I asked her, hey, since you're saying independent artists must invest more their craft, do you think an artist investing or popping out money, paying payola, is that an investment? Then all of those music executives and everyone, no one answered. They said, this one we can't condone it, but do you understand?
And in a way, your investment in a way how it even.
Because
what part they music go high in a way or royalty, especially if it's like a big station.
Even now, you hear got these awards. I don't know if you are the follower now. Bigger record labels or stables. Utabare, they paid for the award. And then you're like, but now they're killing this.
They're killing the vibe.
The vibe and then the real authenticity. This thing, like it's the real thing. You know what? I knowing her, okay, sharp, I've got this, but the late. I plan to
our end.
Yeah.
So, bro, couple of like big names that you've interviewed on your radio station.
I can say everyone.
Namely,
I can say everyone.
the biggest that you've interviewed. Like,
Let's start with the late.
Okay.
I've interviewed AKA
Really?
when he was coming up.
Wow, that's crazy.
And let's talk about the late.
Yeah.
WHP
Wow.
when he was coming up.
When he was coming up. Wow, I know you've been.
Let's talk about the late.
Yeah.
It's not late, so. Tamaraf again.
Cooley, Tony Mac, KG.
The whole,
Yeah, sure.
when they were coming up,
Wow, that's crazy.
right?
Yeah.
So with interviews, ohopole hore to get the interviews hoba easy when you have working relationships. I'm not just a broadcaster. Go to the events, right?
Yeah.
Remember Sam when people asked, or Eman, how did you get Bonang? But all of these interviews, most of them getting telephone interviews,
yeah.
right?
Still an interview.
Yeah. So how did you get to interview Bonang kana Naira kana babitang who study Summers, LNMC?
Wow.
I just interviewed Slikour, Sugar Smacks.
Sure. From Squatter Camp.
Yes.
Sure.
And I'm like, hey, can I have Baba Amba Bertal Lebon? Oh, Slikour just dropped something new.
Yeah.
Then I interviewed Slikour. And then he was, hey, Slikour. At that time, he was vibing with Bonang.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, by the way,
You've been at
is it possible
Yeah.
to get Bonang since tonight? She's like, clean,
Sure.
cool. Here's the number,
Yeah, yeah.
Then you call. One of the tricks and rule, get straight to the point. As Chomitao,
Sure.
number one.
Sure.
About weeds,
Sure.
number two. Right?
Yeah.
Get straight to the point. I am Tona from Tona Podcast.
Yeah.
Like, have a way of honoring them.
The Gautwa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spoo, obviously,
Yeah.
who frequently change. Do you remember Shifa Shaba?
Yeah.
Lena, he don't know me, but he managed to hook me up with some of the artists, maybe Limpopo, calling him or okay, because they understand the struggle of getting those people.
Yeah.
So, so it's a lot. And then Ohopole, with Alawa again,
Sure.
I can say almost everyone. How? Tamba Stadium events, Dr. Malinga is promoting event high. He's big at a time.
Sure.
Oh, he's still big.
Oh yeah, when he was signed also to.
You understand?
Yeah.
So we have this moment or okay, sharp, we're promoting event, we interviewing you. You be strategic. Right?
Yeah.
When you be strategic, you like, no man, but confirm so that that's you trying to interview them. But you corner the dude, no, like for real, Professor Week.
Sure.
Oh yeah, let's call Professor.
Yeah.
Week.
Sure.
All right, yeah, let's call him. When she confirmed, and listening to the station, you're like, oh yeah. She or he's really coming, so let's kick it. So government, you are the lifestyle channel level Donald.
Yeah.
Government. Yeah.
Okay, what was your worst experience on radio?
Worst experience?
Yeah.
When, for example, we're recording, right?
Yeah.
Microphone falls off.
Yeah.
That's just an example. It's not what happened.
Yeah.
Right? So worst experience is when emotionally what's the sharp or
Oh yeah.
and then when you're on air you have to pull up your A game.
Yes. Yeah.
So you're having a worst 3 hours or 4 hours monitoring air, like you can't take it out.
Yes.
Worst experience is when you're dealing with listener style or bapusha agenda tsa personal. trying to push you to a point now, how will you break on air or you know what I mean? So such things this is one of the things advice more entertainment industry as a whole. For example, when you MC, for example, something pisses you off and you still have to go to stage, or things maybe did not go out, but you still have to give people your best. So what's the experience? I get it in. I get it in. But you find a way of turning it into you spin it, man. Negative into positive.
Okay, you talked about being an MC, ne?
Yes.
Like, when did you start being an MC, like hosting events, making sure that the event is run smoothly? 2010.
Before 2009, it was radio. 2010 already, I was on Defend Fest.
Okay.
Like I told you.
Oh yeah.
You need to watch the show.
Yeah. I was going to check.
Togo. You forgot. I understand.
Sure. 2010 again.
Yeah.
Okay. So
officially, then it was not really planned. Centurion, there was an event vibes, and then I think my chance at the time, someone linked me. You know this thing are more too linky to moto and halitan halatwailana. I don't mention Alina like to just like a demonic amount. It's not even about that. It's about the work and services still already provided, right? So you were there, you delivered, you offered. A5. Just like now I was here, I give like a bunch of black man ring. Someone referred me to event the M. You know what I mean? So that's when it started from Motafoni. So what kind of MC? You're like, you know you've never done that. You're like, yeah. Sure. Then you do your research, YouTube, you check, then you bring your own spice. Graduation, so kind of yet. You know what I mean? Sure. So I want to event there by saying event also MC from your festivals to funerals to weddings to corporate to activations to normally.
And then how much do you charge and what is your rider?
How much do I charge? It depends.
Okay.
It depends. Talking figures, it's a bit tricky. I'm a working relationship guy. I build relationships with people. Babang, I ask you, what's your budget? And then it's corporate.
Sure.
I say we don't have much, we have this much. You're like, fuck, I don't even charge that much, but
sure, it's fine.
we can work with that. And then you know, flag man, that's 2 events. You know, so obviously I have a standard figure, and then Baba Ingi issue a working relationship. All right, compensate me what you have and all that, because so most things get it on. Hence okona hoba more each and every event. But on an event you just go koyona and don't get anything. And personally, I'm comfortable with whatever that I charge and whatever that I get. We're not so your expectations, your standards and everything. So when it comes to rider, I've tried everything, I've tried everything, braga giribatli lady NAC giribatli lady I didn't enjoy so I found my home. Master. That's where I found my home kote. And then go home moto. I remember there was an event, my lore moto. They said, okay, they asked this question. So what are you drinking and whatever? We don't have what you want. But we have sure. And I'm like, dude, it's fine. Then kaswaipa is just to once I'm not here because I want to drink alcohol or I can't afford to buy what you asked me or it's part of that. So rather it is a big deal it is not a big deal at the same time. You know, as long as you pay me what I said you must give me. So stand few or no, just give me 5K. I'll be there for 2 hours, or I'll be there for whatever, because I've got to rush to other shows. Some they want to negotiate, or I'm like, oh, it's okay. How much do you have? And then let's see. Then I follow dinner.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay. And then which biggest event in South Africa would you like to MC?
Biggest event?
Yeah.
Flip. Konje, I remember. Biggest event?
Yeah. Like our ceremony, maybe summer.
But that's not biggest.
It's not biggest.
Nah, it's not biggest.
Okay.
But I'd love to.
Yeah.
You know why I'm saying this?
Yeah.
Have you been to Times Square?
Yeah, I have.
Sun Arena?
Yeah, I have.
Sold out show.
Yeah. They're gonna go at the Tamia show. Tamia was there, you remember Tamia? Tamia there.
So if you see that, Tamia show, sold out.
Yeah.
There was an event when it just started, ne?
Sure.
I don't know if you know Booty Sitole.
Booty Sitole.
I think he's from here.
I think I've heard the name.
Yeah, he vibes with both the Josh, the Questo. So he booked me for that event. Naile, Kanaba Itang. Naile Bonati, Zonke bo. So I was co-emceeing with the late Mashad, but he was there for few hours, then he left.
Yeah.
So you understand already if you saw how it was a sold out show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun Fest, the stadium,
Yeah, I know.
The stadium. So already with crowd, I can't have. Maftown Heights. There was something I don't even want to talk about it.
Hey, Maftown House.
I don't want to talk about you saying but I'm trying to show you.
I know.
So you understand one of the things take it time.
Sure.
I'm a casino announcer. Ne?
Yeah.
One of the things I'm still okay. I did 2 gigs that day.
Sure.
You are stadium announcer.
Yeah.
That guy you don't see.
Oh yeah.
But you hear voice. Carry half time, or maybe Kaiser Chiefs is playing with Orlando Pirates.
And you do have the voice.
So
sure.
It's one of those things. Yeah. So that's why about effing or what the biggest event. Then I start to say, what's the biggest event?
Yeah, no, I got one.
If you crossed borders, you went to other countries to MC or even DJ.
Yeah.
So biggest event, I have your answer now.
Okay.
Global citizen.
Yeah. And Salabai Weta South Africa, by the way.
Yeah, I think I don't know what happened. When they called both Jay-Z, Beyonce and everything. So I think that's the biggest, because when it comes to awards, I've emceed a couple of awards, corporate events, but not so big or well-known awards like your Plus No Adisana Ntweng. Yeah.
Okay, Braga, it's not a pastor still late.
Hey, I talk too much, man.
No, it's nice because see, what's nice about this is that I'm interviewing someone who is like a presenter.
Who's a presenter?
Who's a presenter? Who's a fully fledged presenter?
Yeah.
So it makes my job easy. So I get to listen, I get to learn.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like when your story needs like part 2, part 3.
Nah, it's okay. Part 1, fine. You know.
So we like another segment, the more podcasting area.
Okay.
Can go Facebook the name of the segment again. Why did you post it? So I have like a few of your posts.
Oh, I wonder what's that.
Okay. Don't force co-parenting. If it gets toxic, take a step back for peace. Why did you post that?
Okay, that's my program. That I'm doing right now, the Love Zone. It's a show that talks about life.
Okay.
So we've got a segment, anonymous calls. Before we ask a man, I've done that before, way back. Yeah.
So it's like away.
I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I get messages of people, but Lord, they cry, "Kahor, baby daddy is not in my life.
Yeah.
Baby mama don't want me to see kids. The parenting ever all toxic, you know."
Yeah.
And then people tend to lose her. It's not about you guys, your relationship, a party.
Sure.
It's about this blessing.
Yeah.
So try to find a way to be civil so that you can, and then people bangapana always,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So I said that
Yeah.
take a step back. There's a segment, another segment, a podcast where Lord Peña was talking about. So and then he stated his reasons. So when it comes to this, it's no longer about who's right, who's wrong.
Yeah.
It's about the kid.
Yeah.
And people, they struggle to find a way. Okay, arutwane for the sake of by and then balwe to a point if it gets toxic, take a step back. Does not mean wrong, but just take a step back, and then whoever or about to leader, I lead, and then things will find a way.
Sure. Okay.
I don't know if I've
No, you answered. You answered.
Yeah.
The second one is controversial. Yeah.
Do I post controversial stuff?
Let me see. Okay. You want a rich man because you saw how unrealistic it was for you to get there yourself.
Oh yeah. Lot of berries.
Yeah.
They don't. Most, not all of them.
Yeah.
Most of them, and people that have how to kopana leba to mo bophelong. You get Evan. Olela koloya boyfriend ta olele ya hao.
Yes.
You are busy boasting about dilo tsa batho not tsa hao, because you are with independent women that strive and work hard for their own.
Yeah.
So that's what I was trying to say, Mohore. But let it be about you. Gone are those days, my Lohore. Push at how girl, and then girl empower, girl what, and then Bogoto to you.
Bogoto,
Yeah.
Okay, the other one is what Exemachita. Sometimes the Lozao, the Brigisa, Korobetaga Molega. Spiritual ties, a chibi, a one, a loyal, and settled. Mudimota bless.
Yeah, that one is brutal. You know, Okanamo Gaming, Brayaga. How Okanamo Gaming, you get attention.
Sure.
Or maybe not or not say right? You travel different places. You are not in a stable relationship, or you are in a stable relationship.
Yeah.
You get attention from different women.
Babies.
For whatever reason, right? They don't even care, or money or whatever. They don't care, right? Yeah. But because at a time, I don't know if what I'm trying to tell you or it will make sense.
Sure.
Then you chow wherever you chow, you do that. Then jiggy is into zimile.
Yes.
Then when you consult with chair, with you are my spiritual ties and get up, and then that's where you start to learn.
Yeah.
About what cleansing. You start to learn, or no pila. Didn't so get yourself one partner. Doesn't matter. You believe more this time when in Tongole one I'll rule your thing. But now to answer for more the status go eju. Ikrela motwao, and then
On the shop. Sure.
You avoid your trading.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, this guy was were you with him, black man, when you were searching Googling? I must lock my profile there.
Okay, okay, let me check this one. Okay. Kwa maskral, bakono jela.
Hey.
No, we're posting. Yo,
It's okay.
Okay, kwa maskral bakono jela mujida meli. When you confront Mutua Mojete, they make peace. Hora hore, Balusagam side, Jigi Batoma, Hojana Sibona.
Where's the camera? Which camera?
Black man, which one?
Okay.
Yeah, hey.
All right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hide from you. Okay, but like that one girl I already help le majita ba thomo ho share or like guys sorry we got to fail.
Sure.
What's up?
Sure.
So you get a lot of guys man are the girlfriend but they sleep with they are not gay.
Yeah. After
Yeah. I don't know what you call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, then majita no basetla.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. How do I know this?
Yeah.
Because you can see when you go leba to mautano take a lot of
Sure.
wirala.
Sure.
What's up? And then Baba they try your go murasa.
Yeah. Sure.
So yeah,
So it was based on that.
true story.
Okay, true story. Yeah, and I feel like into Irala, not for I feel like they must just like own up, like, okay, now I like guys or I'm bisexual.
Hey, you know this one. It's I can't tell people. You can't. We won't choose for people and their sexual preferences who must they sleep with or as long as bangakfagila upon their night. Yeah.
Mar, don't you think more about Pizza Beam? Like I don't wanna know so you're a straight guy, right?
Yes.
Well, we know like data banya.
Yes.
It's better when you do this like in the public than
people are finding themselves.
Yeah.
People they are still figuring
they are not
out.
sure. Okay.
Yeah, mojo jishugela.
Yeah.
You don't come out public and eating your sugar. People bow born. So I let people do them. You know.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Okay, the other one you said never compare your boyfriend labor to Baltwala. Remember, your boyfriend Hana no.
Yes. Yeah.
There's
this thing ya hore otla gele otla pusha le boy pila.
Sure.
Boy o transparent o abona boy not ramo shoti seselo mar o leka maleka lo lo pusha.
Yeah.
Go tla mapara ba tlhoutsa ba tlhoba di ATM.
Yes.
Ba tladisa.
Yeah.
Mapara a spenda kamkho ba spenda ba bang ba thwala by sleeping with these girls.
Yeah.
By the ritual by sacrifice ka bo.
Sure.
Your boyfriend oh not one about to safari. He's
Sure.
just paying himself with a melaga budget high. I can't go visa every weekend or anything. Now you wanna compare him. One time, let those guys.
Yeah.
By Laura, we thought by crack, I tell it, by crab, and lady priorities. If I've got 5K to spend, Kobe Allen,
Sure.
car a night. Your boyfriend utsar 5K or emalasta liquid.
Yeah.
Ana yona ya go spendang ka dlala ka chelete ayire.
Yeah.
So that's what I was actually saying there.
Okay. Yeah, you're spitting bars. Okay, this one.
I go. So okay.
How about Sagachele the fru?
That was a joke. That was a joke. Skip it. Okay.
But how about Sagachele the fru? You know, it's a community. Orumulo, Igalopona,
No, this one is there are a lot of guys by Lohore.
Yeah.
From the get-go.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you an incident that happened, I think way back, right?
Yeah.
Obviously Obama relationship, you take a break.
Sure.
You I'm trying to kausane o ka se wa nyaka ho accountela or wa ba le matsapa hore hey you said this go podcasting and it was during a time you were with me, you know what I mean? Yeah. So okay, our home not the vibes okay sharp.
Yeah.
Then we go. So when you open a gate, the car's still idling, right?
Sure.
You don't know this person, she knows you.
Yeah.
Right? And then she's like, hey dude, Otaria Kamos. Frua Rosso Gorisa. At least or communicating.
Yeah, before.
And you're like, girl, what do you mean? Right, stop a little carco and go mataunya. Stop for what?
Yeah.
Not even 500. Balpateri guy.
Not but now, yeah, Mara, Majidaba Bolela, one said it out 5, 2, 1, 2.
The 5 clip,
5 clip, I go to Tomala Pay. It's all lie. What?
For what?
No, I get a little
So now, get on that to Tahore, but to Ababe open.
Yeah.
E put me and get days. And then Lemajita Bamba by saying Hore, get like Gabokana fruit. So it's there. So Udra, for brass out there. Did any play can tell or you can go vibe their berries by they selling clean peach.
Sure.
Then you go there.
Sure.
If Lord Gilo Taha.
Yeah.
And then there are people by Lord General Fella, Wabalela or Edge, Stagil and Stakole, like so now ever tricky in the morning. Motasa communicate. We're not here, we're not in a business of judging people who are right? So yeah, just botamo or edu na kawa service.
Yeah.
And then hagelwa service. Rate it agariso, with the storga chachaboga, rate it agariso.
Sure.
Then mo to fruit about to a fruit to neguarizaka, say a lot prepare you a catso.
That was fine.
Yeah.
Okay, what's this thing I'm of? So I feel like also there's this guy who posted on Facebook. What's okay? I get the local club. I'm saying the same way.
Yes.
So
that's always the case.
Yeah. So Blau Nanaga, okay, maybe got a fee. It's fine. Let me just go with her. But I'm a better. Let's have one. Cause I'm full. One on the radio. Now foot it down.
Yeah.
Or else got Paris.
Yeah.
The guy is here to sell like Uno. I can't cancel chile. The whole I can't pattern at the chick because you never know whether she's bluffing or not.
This thing, especially when you're in a media space, ne?
Yeah.
And happy is a tip, happy leko machide.
Sure.
I'm frustrated, kamabakaha.
Yeah.
Ne?
Yeah.
Weakest point, ya manna kemsadi.
Yeah.
There are guys, balor bakono romela, nwanyana, bamo business and right?
Sure.
She sleep with you or rometse, get trapped. They just want to make your life miserable. Either to milk money from you or to like for traumatizing you.
Sure.
So now at least the Malau over more hard, more issues, it's a distance, the rape, like thorough investigation to check for real, because Kamajita Baba or Fandak Bachachella, Kotanyane for what? Ntwele gore hona batho ba ba rapiwa for real hona le batho ba ba free member to ka rape because of ba pusha agenda tsa bona. So this issue le re tekela re bolela ka yona, it's a bit because someone watching now from that side ona le opinion ya high. So it's
okay.
Because barely a wife or monyetseng about Charis.
Yeah, I was sort of no to like that night I was not.
So hey, it's a bit tricky.
Yeah, I not the great scheme some the verdict or what.
Yeah.
So let's like you also like or I'm not sure like soul DJ.
A DJ as a whole.
As a whole.
Yeah. You know, when it comes to, let me tell you the DJing partner.
Yeah.
People when they book you, obviously have got equipment, control and everything.
Okay.
So from Nakwela Jarka hip hop you monetize more whatever. Your piano you're in, you monetize more on. Now you're doing a show. Sure. When people do call it, it's okay, the music that you're playing, can you play? When you monetize, you know? When you do reggae show, you gotta and then let this be a lesson happen more. Other broadcasters out there, try to monetize more, say, or say it and let it work for you. So
okay, because a lot of people banal this thing or they don't consider soul DJs as like real DJs. You said
it doesn't matter as long as people are happy. You play clean set words, and people will always talk. People will always have something to talk. Skilly, mastering, whatever. People talk. Play traction. Now there's this thing. Deep house DJs. They feel like my piano DJs are not.
DJs.
So you can because of anger, hatred, everything because ababuki baba. Final DJs are not same as your CDJs, you are by USB.
It's a bar. You put it like a mami.
Dude, that's not change the price of a bread.
Big P, brother, thanks for pulling up.
So before we go, why did you call me here?
I called you here because you're one of like the most booked MCs.
Or what? I want to be sure. But like, why did you call me here?
No, you're for me. One swara.
Yeah.
The part radio because then I actually did like media
nice, interesting.
specified. So I majored I majored radio, public relations and TV.
Nice.
Finally, I did public relations on swara. So
nice.
I feel like you're like the best in terms of like what you do.
Right.
In terms of like the way you articulate yourself, I like that.
Cheers to that. Cheers
to that. So that's why we and also like you're a brand. I'm not sure like you are out of that. Okay. And a public figure. I'm sure a lot of people are looking up to you, and then I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
So I'm kidding. I also want to see myself in a way radio. Radio. So I'm inspired. Like that's what we need, and I'm sure. Or to inspire Baba, because there are a lot of kids, especially like where I'm from, like who want to do radio.
Nice,
so by watching your episode, I'm sure they're gonna learn a lot. Or this guy actually, I say this is not an overnight story. This guy worked hard. Or in like the most booked MC, it's not like this guy was
I get you.
He actually put in the work. So I like the work, the hustling side of you, like because I'm on Facebook, like. So I'm inspired by like your work ethic. So that's why we believe your work ethic and what you do go radio and also like that's why we believe and that's no pizza fair because of get brand the fair but I'm inspired. So I'm just inspired by
or a black bear. Mama food no, I'm just saying.
Yeah, what's it gonna be out? Because like I was supposed to shoot this like 2 weeks back. But because of I actually wanted to do this. Like you're one of the people who come from why can't we shoot about Austin but they're paid? Always spoken.
I get it when you get invited to a platform, you need to familiarize yourself for like what's the podcast all about and what's going on. So I checked and when I see most people that you interviewed, I've interviewed them for other platforms, you know what I mean? So shout out, man. Thank you so much for it.
So thanks for gracing us with your presence on Swara. Hopefully like someone is going to be inspired by watching this on Swara, or like little one that can be the next big P on Swara. But not exactly some copies, but be inspired because people burn out this thing, you're not inspired because it's about copies. You can be inspired but also try to become like yourself, find yourself in that craft or in that lane, radio or media or MC or whatever.
Very humble.
So brother, thanks for pulling up. Like, I appreciate your presence and also Kopala like your social media handles.
Man, now I bought it Twitter, Instagram. I deactivated, I deactivated. Now it's just Pedro Speak P Masango. Simple as that. Facebook.
Sure.
And because I was fully got Instagram, I was fully got X. Now you call it X, TikTok, and but not TikTok, man. Maybe Twitter. Yes. So I was like, Jude, I'm posting, let me deactivate, and then Facebook works for me. TikTok, I just joined it now. It's just clips of Merapoa. So Sky Spectre, I don't know, but like it's just clips. Kotenge, Big P the entertainer. Yes, and Facebook, it's just Pedro Speak P Masango. Everywhere, Pedro Speak P Masango.
And so
Color
business.
Everything is there.
Everything is there.
Everything is there. When you are on Facebook, you check my bio. Number is there for bookings, but for now, this festive season, I'm not taking bookings, fully booked.
Really?
So, gets from January.
Wow.
But like the one is taken. From 30 Valentine's February we are.
Sure.
Yeah, but for now if you throw one blue guy, chances no point. No taba force. The taba greedy. Tala passa to gig it.
Sure,
taba greedy.
Braga, thanks for pulling up, for gracing us with your presence. Guys, we've come to the end of the show. Please like, share, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so that you can be informed every time we drop an episode. Guys, Big P Ashutile, Okonkarile, Osherile Stories are high. So from me to Lenny to Owner to Big P to Black Man, we out. Peace. We love you guys. Subscribe. Hey.